Time to put a close to spring 2017. We look onward to a new morning with reinvigorated hearts and minds open to what life brings us. Why do I sound so hopeful? Well, the show we'll be talking about today, Sakura Quest, not only has a similar outlook, but will continue through the summer season as well. There's so much warmth in this anime. I truly believe it has a positive impact on whoever watches it. Many will compare the show to Shirobako, being one of PA Works' working women style of anime. We follow 5 girls in their 20s, just on that daily grind trying to find themselves. There definitely are similarities worth exploring, and still this genre, if you could call it that, is incredibly welcome and needed in anime. We've done quite enough of this school thing, okay? So let's explore this chapter of life more, please. It also has a similar cheery perspective and flowery presentation that isn't exactly true to life, but like Shirobako, it makes for a more entertaining show without breaking immersion. However, a more apt comparison springs to mind due to the show's unique premise. Yoshino's lack of employment forces her to take a job in rural Japan, acting as a queen in a small and technically independent nation. A better description of her role, though, is event coordinator for the tourism board. But then the crown and robe would become unnecessary, which she looks adorable in, so let's not ruin that. This mini-nation, as it were, only exists to act as a possible attraction for travelers who would visit the small town of Manayama. I think that's how you pronounce it. Which is in need of revival. While the becoming queen of an independent nation sounds extreme, the actual concept is quite mundane. It follows Yoshi and her 4 other travel ambassadors as they try to make this failing town bustle again. I think the fact they weren't longtime friends who happened to work together like Shirobako, but they all met for the first time because of the work they did and then became friends is a bit less impossibly lucky, but Shirobako did make all the convenience worth it. With this scene... No, not again. This scene, man. Cut away, please. I told you not to do this. The complete lack of pretension is extremely endearing. The lyrics in the opening convey a message of not overthinking things and just living life. The charm that radiates from this place is seen in settings like this log cabin, a design that was refreshing and visually interesting to see in anime. The different shops and shop owners get time to shine. With the slow pacing of each episode, our main cast get to explore many different sides of the town. All 5 of these gals try their best to discover the hidden potential and special qualities of Manayama, but in doing so, it leads to the same discovery within themselves. All of them seem stuck in limbo, unsure of their future and what they want out of life, but in a working together does the picture become clearer. The vibe Sakura Quest emits is not like the other working women shows, but more so has a lot in common with like a Parks and Recreation. The small town community combined with an inspiring passion conveyed through a comedic lens filled with regular people who try to make it a better place for everyone. Each episode involves some kind of event or tactic at making Manayama a more compelling place to live, usually including various hijinks. The newest arc even involves filming a documentary. It's a fun twist on the presentation and I'm excited to see more of it. Imbuing these actions with quirky but subdued comedy better fits the relaxed, comfy tone. It complements the heart-filled scenes, where we get to witness character growth. Comedy is intertwined to character quirks. Nothing is loud or brash or non-diegetic. Jokes occur because of the interactions, never taking you out of the world like a Nuzaki-kun would. It's a very plain and non-intrusive or abrasive structure, which better lets the viewer meld within the world without all these fake graphics across the screen. Not saying that's bad, it's just not for this show. Weird things do happen. Are seen as weird, but then people go on with their day. I don't know, I like that. Yeah, her? Yeah, that's what she does. We accept her as she is because we like her. Him? That's just Sandal, the great enigma / likable friendo. He is one of us. Treat him nicely, please. The town itself is building character from its residents that regularly appear. These people make Manayama special. As long as someone is being truly themselves, everyone embraces them. Adding this levity to our narrative is a vital element for me finding characters more relatable. Tonal variety is crucial to setting a realistic feeling environment. This is especially true for a realistically set slice of life with a lighthearted premise. There are examples of a show losing this levity and continually focus on one tone for extended periods. Last season's Scum's Wish at first held strong to this principle. Episode 2 is such a great example of how to accomplish the mixing of tone, and I bought into the characters and was genuinely charmed by the relationship. But quickly, it drops this focus, starts to go down the path of tonal and plot stagnation, and introduce more one-note characters. When Hanabi and Mugi are bouncing off Noriko, the character interplay is not just funny, but is a convincing display of their growing closer. It seems like a small, unimportant scene, but it's crucial to imbuing characters with personality. Later at karaoke, Hanabi and Mugi are there together, and it's a great scene. It is able to get a chuckle out of you from how goofy it is, but both of them realize that and don't care because they are alone and have become vulnerable with each other. It comes off as both heartwarming and heartbreaking, which is much more interesting combined than only being heartbreaking like the rest of the series. So when characters like Akane are presented as almost cartoonishly one note, I start to lose interest. The charm of Scum's wish was lost on me when her motivations were clearly defined. I dropped the show. Like seriously, in what universe would a teacher act like this with her students? I am literally unable to believe it.
Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater.
The nuance of the interplay was lost, and that's not a good thing with such a vital part of the plot. Yes, this could be more of a personal preference, but how Sakura Quest is so capable at mixing the levity and emotion makes it all the more enjoyable. Sakura Quest benefits from being an original anime, by having episodes perfectly tailored for the 20 or so minute length, usually to explore a character or a relationship. Episode 8 and 9 explore Shiori's family, her relationship with her sister, and her sister's budding romance with the local chef Katsuki. All the while, Yoshi is off on her own antics in a B-plot to keep things interesting. Most of these characters are brand new to us, but by the end I feel truly invested in even Shiori's sister's relationship. It's a genuinely good and believable romance that I didn't expect. Getting a better look at how she grew up better explains her behavior and personality. Coming from a farming family with traditional values, we see her relationship with her sister be one of the reasons Shiori is afraid of responsibility, but then watch as she grows the courage to take on a leadership role, which in turn makes her a more self-assured person moving forward. She's a real person now. No longer is she just an archetype, a nice Mary Sue reserved girl. Shiori, Maki, Sane, Ririko, Yoshino all get very smart and relatable development with mostly internal obstacles to overcome. None of their dreams are to work as travel ambassadors. Most of them don't even have a specific dream, but in this job they are able to use their many talents and interests to find passion within something they didn't plan on. It's finding what makes you happy within the life you currently have, carving out what's important, which is why I think most of these women are in Manayama. Getting away from the distractions, the big city, the bright lights, and rediscover their roots. What even better captures this individuality is the commitment to the outfits. There's a constantly changing wardrobe for this show, which I appreciate. There's so many different looks each character takes and helps better convey their sensibilities as people. The colors are vibrant and distinct with great variety. It's an aspect in this show that may slip under the radar, but I feel is essential to building the world. Their individual problems are different enough you could even find a character you personally resonate with and possibly help you deal with what's bothering you. Yet these 5 girls are in it together. Often they fight, contradict themselves, act hypocritical, or hide things, but the show presents everything as a work in progress. These characters are coming along. So is Manayama as a town. So is Sakura Quest as a show. So am I. So is life. That's the image this anime captures, and the only way to keep moving is to attack the next thing head on. When one of the girls acts selfishly or hurt the others, there's an emotional discussion between friends who have their reasons for feeling the way they do. A brand new understanding is achieved and they grow as people and as friends. Any hang-up that is hurting them, they come together and try to heal their pain. Past mistakes, regrets, feeling lost, failure. Many of these issues are tackled. They come to truly care about each other, which naturally acts as the emotional backbone to the series. At first, this anime is a likable, quirky comedy, but as you keep watching, it meticulously evolves into something more. If you look at the title, Sakura Quest, it perfectly represents the ethos of the show. Sakura is often used as a term for Japanese girl. This is a show following these girls' quest, their journey to find their place in the world. This is the part of the video where I thank you for watching and then plug all my stuff, including my gaming channel, Tom and Joe's Game Show, and subscribing to this channel, because this channel is where the main content goes, and my Twitter as well. That's the thing I use a lot, and a lot of people follow me on there, please. I'm mixing in that levity. Oh, God. Okay, that's it. Next time, I will see you right here.